Welcome back. This will be our last lesson when it comes to discriminants and roots of a quadratic. We're just going to give you two more cases just to give you a little more practice with the concept here. Let's say I give you the function f of x is equal to negative 5x squared plus x plus 1. And the test question is, calculate the discriminant, and from that tell me how many roots this quadratic has. So first of all, if you wanted to actually find those roots, you would take this guy and set it equal to 0 and use the quadratic formula on it. You would get two values of x, which would be the exact crossings. But we don't want to find the exact crossings. We just want to know how many there are. So we calculate something called the discriminant. It's b squared minus 4 times a times c, which is just what's underneath the radical in the quadratic formula. Now b is what's ever in front of x, so that's 1. So it's 1 squared minus 4 times a. A is what's in front of the x squared, so we have negative 5, times c, which is 1, which is just a constant term. So 1 squared is 1. And then we have 4 times 5 is 20, negative times negative is positive, so it's going to be positive 20. So we're going to get 21. So the discriminant is 21. Now because the discriminant is greater than 0, what does that tell you? Remember, we have three cases: discriminants positive, discriminants 0, or discriminants negative. For the positive case, you should know by now because we've studied it, what it basically means is we have two real roots, which means two crossings where that parabola is going to cross the x-axis. Now in this case, we also see that the leading term is a negative 5, and because it's a negative 5, this one opens down. So this is actually the first one we've had where it actually does open down. So for instance, if we wanted to sketch it, this could be x, this could be y. Again, I don't know exactly where it's going to cross, but let's just say it's something like this. Notice in this case, it opens like a frowny face. It opens down. That's just because of the negative sign in front there, because it's a negative in front of the x squared. And then finally, it crosses in two places. Now again, I don't know if it crosses here and here. I'm just sketching something. It might go over like this. It might be way over here like this. You won't really know exactly until you solve the quadratic formula, but you can still know that you have two roots, and you can still know if it opens up or down just from this. Okay, we'll do one more. Let's say that f of x, the function, is equal to x squared minus 3x plus 4. We want to figure out what the discriminant is and how many roots we have, how many crossings we have here. So we go and calculate. The discriminant is b squared minus 4 times a times c. b in this case is negative